Good afternoon. Today is March 8th, 2017, and we are about to get some deadlifts in. I went to my teaching job, went to my student job, and now I'm here, and I'm finally so excited to get this workout in. Haven't worked out by myself in a few days, so I'm looking to get a really solid session in. Sometimes that's kind of all you need. The gym is kind of like, you know how you get out of the shower and everything's foggy, and the gym really just defogs everything for me and kind of like gives me some clarity, kind of gives me a boost of energy, if that even makes sense. So after the gym, actually, we're going to the grocery store. So we're going to Costco, we're going to Trader Joe's, and we got some cooking tonight. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, what's up guys? I'm about to take my pre-workout. It took me a little bit to get a squat rack. Then we're gonna start warming up our lats a little bit and do a little bit of hip flexors. Do a little bit of hip flexor stuff, and then we're gonna go straight into the deadlifts. Okay guys, so for my deadlift day, I usually like to warm up by doing some rows. Deadlifts call for a lot of your back to be used, anywhere from spinal erectors, traps to upper lats, so it's really important for me to kind of warm that up. As you can see, when I deadlift, I do like to really over exaggerate getting set, and then I really drive my heels through the floor and I make the pull. Make sure that at the top you lock out and you kind of shoot your hips forward horizontally. And that allows for you to get a good lockout. I do an over-under grip. Again, this grip just allows for me to really keep my chest forward and keep my lats nice and locked. So deadlifts do also target quads, hamstring, glutes, and abs. So whenever you're doing this, make sure that you supplement it with ideal accessory work just to get the most out of your workout. Moved on to a seated leg press. Here I focused on one leg at a time, again just to really strive for muscle balance. Since I'm squatting a lot more now, I want to make sure that my strength is evenly distributed. That is why I go from one leg to another. So here you can see that I'm kind of pointed out with my toe, but I'm keeping my knee path outside of my foot. Just kind of make sure that your foot and your knee are on the same path. They travel around the same path. Your knee doesn't cave in. And just make sure that you're driving through your heel. Then immediately after, I moved on to some calf raises, just making sure that I get a good stretch of my calf on the way down and really use the balls of my feet to push me up. Did that as a superset, then moved on to hip abductors. Hip abductors I find are commonly done by almost everyone. I also call these bad girls. And here you see that I kind of raise up off the seat. I might be touching the seat a little bit, but I'm not rested on it. That just is another one of the ways where you can kind of trick your body. You can do different tempos for different things, and I have been doing that hip abductor for a while, and I just find that switching it up every now and then is a good way to keep your body guessing. Supersetted that with some dumbbell RDLs, and now here is one of my favorite. This is Bulgarian split squats. Okay, I do this almost every single leg day, guys. You can use a medicine ball, a plate on either side, whatever you feel most comfortable with. I do 6 weighted, drop the weights, and then go immediately into pulses. If you're doing this right, you need to be driving your heel of your foot into the ground and pushing yourself directly up. You should be shooting vertically up. You shouldn't be pushing yourself forward or rocking back and forth. I'm exaggerating my toe. If you can see in this next set that my toe kind of comes up, I was trying to exaggerate it so you guys can see that all of my force is coming from my heel. If you feel it more in your quads, just step a little bit forward, and then that allows for your glute to be stretched a little bit more, and that should hit your glutes a lot better. Percent of that with some curtsy lunges. So basically step a little bit behind you, hold your balance, because I do trip over myself a lot, especially when I'm getting towards the end of my workouts. These are good for your glutes. Any type of lunge, again, is really good for your glutes if you're getting a good enough stretch. So make sure you step far enough behind you. So I finished off with some really heavy hamstring curls. So this machine is one of the machines you need to be really practicing good form to get the most out of it. Make sure that you dig your hips into the seat and pull from your ankles. Kind of want to kick yourself in the butt, literally, and keep your toes pointed. Really focus on the negative. Focus on the eccentric portion of the movement. That's what's going to lengthen your muscle, and that's what's going to promote a lot more muscle hypertrophy rather than if you're just letting the weight drop down.
Okay guys, I don't know if it's the pre-workout still kicking in or just a rage that I have inside. But I was talking to one of my clients the other day, and I have not been able to stop thinking about like what she said. She basically was telling me, first time at the gym ever, never did sports, never did anything active, and she's been trying to lose weight. So she was telling me, she was telling me that she has the hardest time focusing in on her workouts, even getting to the gym, because she's so scared of what people are thinking about her. She says she feels like people are looking at her and like, oh, and it makes her second guess herself. Like, is she doing something wrong? Is her form wrong? Is she not using the machine right? And all of these insecurities rushing through her head that are literally blocking her from doing what she wants to do, achieving what she wants to achieve. And as I was doing my cardio right now, I started listening to a podcast, The Mother Effing CEO by Andy Frisella. I'm going to put the link in the description box. So I'm listening to this podcast as I'm finishing up my cardio, and it's literally saying all these things that are just, directed at this issue that I have not been able to stop thinking about. So all in all is I see so many people kind of so like hungry for people's validation, hungry for, kind of like debunking what people might be thinking about them, kind of validating their own, self-worth. So many people on Instagram, Twitter, talking about like, I don't care what anybody thinks about me. Oh, well, people might think this, but in reality, I'm this. It doesn't matter. Nobody should matter but you. Nobody should stay in the way of you and achieving what you want to do, whether it's fitness, school, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's you versus you at the end of the day. And when you stop thinking and worrying and caring what other people think about, what other people may be thinking or perceiving about you, that's when you're going to start making some huge strides in your personal life, professional life, whatever. Once you stop caring if people are thinking negative thoughts or if people are talking with each other negatively about you, because at the end of the day, those people that were your friends or that are supposedly your colleagues and are, possibly saying bad things about you, those people are just mad that you guys started in the same place and somehow, some way, you decided to make a difference and you decided to make some strides in the right direction, and they're mad that they weren't able to do that. And people like that are cancer. People like that are bad apples that you're better off without. So sometimes I just get so angry for no reason. But yeah, if you let other people's opinions about you get in the way of achieving things like going to the gym, take a second and think, are you letting other people's opinions and thoughts get in the way of, doing other things, wearing a certain outfit or doing something that you've kind of had the idea in your mind, but you were scared what people thought? No. I'm just rambling right now. I had a great workout. I need to get some food in me really quick before going to Costco. But I do want you guys to listen to this podcast. It's 7 minutes, but 7 minutes of just it's great. You know, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really inspired, really fueled after that workout. So I'll see you guys at home.
We were staying in Paris to get away from your parents, and I thought, wow, if I could take this in a shot right now, I don't think that we could work this out on the terrace. I don't know if it's fair, but I thought, how could I let you fall by yourself? Well, I'm wasted with someone else. If we go down, then we go down together. Yes.
I'm just gonna go through some of the things that I bought. Green beans, because I've been obsessed with them lately. I've never tried them, and tried them 2 weeks ago, and I have not been able to stop eating them. Little cuties, because vitamin C, health, get your micros. Chicken thighs. I find that they're a little bit juicier than breasts, especially if you're cooking them ahead of time. They have a little bit more fat, but they stay juicy when they're sitting in the fridge. Obsessed with these. I already showed you guys these. Great on macros. You can't beat the convenience. A box of Premier Protein that sits in my car for whenever I'm on the go. If I'm at class and I need something to keep me full, I have one of those. Pure protein bars. You can't beat the value that they have at Costco. And this lasts me about a month. Greek yogurt, because I need something that's high in protein, low in carb, low in fat. Of course. Chicken sausages, a little bit higher in fat, but I find that fat is one of the things that I have trouble hitting, so I can afford to eat one for breakfast or as a snack later in the day. Turkey breasts, this is a good value because I'll freeze these, I'll keep this in the fridge and go through them as I go. This is why I go to Costco, because that amazing bulgogi meat, it's Korean barbecue, they have it at the Costco, they prepare it there, freshly sliced there, and they marinate it there. So a big reason why I love these is because it gives me a break from eating chicken and rice, chicken and rice, chicken and rice every day. And I'll also alternate with shrimp sometimes. Spend a lot of money, but I'm not going to be eating out that much anymore, and it's kind of like the foundation for my cutting now. So I didn't really have snacks or cutting appropriate snacks up until now, so I'm set for a while. You'll see how I implement them in my daily diet, and for now I need to get cooking because I'm starving.
They'll say that I was clever. If we go down, then we go down together. We'll get away with everything. Let's show them we are better.